Hello, and welcome to Holistic Lifestyle Tips Getting Real About the Woo Woo. I am Becky Russell, owner of wellness company Hope Essential, and I am an essential oil educator and a holistic lifestyle educator. I just love to teach. And one of my top five strengths is responsibility. And so when I learn something, which is learner is another top five strength, I feel compelled to share that so that other people can benefit. I like to learn from observing other people so that I don't have to make the same mistakes. And if there's other people out there like that, awesome. So I was not blessed with great genes, but I feel that my holistic lifestyle has uh, helped me avoid type 2 diabetes so far because most of the women in my family, by the time they're 40, uh, they are diagnosed. So I am taking a different approach, and I just want to be hope for people that you do not have to be a victim to your genes. And it does take work, and but to be proactive and preventative, it's worth it. So, in my humble opinion, so I came up with a series to sort of demystify what holistic means, and we're treating the body from the inside out, getting to the root of the issue, not just treating symptoms, and again being proactive and preventative. So have decided to do a series within a series on strengthening the immune system. And we're going to start with gut health. And if you know me at all, you know how important I feel that is. And it's not just me, there's science behind that, that your gut health pretty much determines your overall health. And so now more than ever, we need to have a strong immune system. And that means we need to have good gut health. But when I say that, what does that really mean? Um, yeah, eat better, eat more fruits and vegetables and so forth. But what does that really mean? That gut health is tied to your immune system. And so I did a little research, and I'm going to, it's too much for me to memorize. So, bear with me that I'll be reading some, but it's really important that you understand this connection. And so it's estimated that within the body, there are slightly more microorganisms than there are human cells, mostly concentrated within the GI tract. So it's now believed that overall gut health is the major contribution to overall health. And the presence of bacteria, specifically the good guys kind, called probiotics, plays a role between the gut microbiota and the immune system. So, what are probiotics? They are microorganisms introduced into the body for their beneficial qualities. They help to balance the ratio of bad guy bacteria and good guy bacteria. And so, how does gut bacteria support a healthy immune system exactly? Probiotic supplements and foods contain good guy bacteria that populate your gut and support its health. Certain gut bacteria can impact how your body extracts nutrients from your diet, including vital minerals and nutrients like zinc, iron, and vitamin B12. Generally speaking, some microbes influence gene expression, either positively or negatively. And because there are pathways between the central nervous system and microbiome that send signals back and forth to one another, your gut flora can affect how you produce neurotransmitters, which impacts your energy, your outlook, and your sleep. So this is huge. Let me read that again. Because there are pathways between the central nervous system and microbiome that send signals back and forth to one another, your gut flora can affect how you produce neurotransmitters, which impacts your energy, your outlook, and sleep. Very, very important. Now, I had never heard that put like that. So that makes it a little easier to understand. So the low nutrient availability of the food you eat and more can take a toll on your gut and immune system. So it's very, very important that we nourish our gut. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some dietary and lifestyle changes we can make. So first of all, they already mentioned probiotics. So eat probiotic foods. Um, Probiotic-rich fermented foods include kefir, sauerkraut, yogurt, and apple cider vinegar. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm sensitive to corn, and corn is in just about everything, but it's in apple cider vinegar. So I tend to stay away from that. Um, and I've had to limit, if not eliminate, dairy from my diet because the older I've gotten, the more it's irritating me. It bloated me, and then recently, skin issues. So the yogurt really, I used to love having that almost daily, and I can't do that anymore. So eating probiotic foods is pretty hard, and I don't like sauerkraut. So eating probiotic foods is a little hard for me, and so I definitely um, take a probiotic. And fortunately, doTERRA has an excellent one. And you need to be aware that the quality is super important with probiotics, because if you do not have a delivery system that protects the probiotic until it gets down to the lower intestine, it will disintegrate before it gets there to where it needs to go. And so doTERRA has a dual chamber and a prebiotic with it so that it does get there. So research, a lot of the products that really talk about probiotics, yes, they're in there, but they don't get to where they need to go. So you're throwing your money away. So just be very careful. That's why I've researched doTERRA. I trust them, so I don't have to think about that stuff. Every single product, because I trust them. When you go into a big vitamin store, you don't, they're all different brands, they're all different things, and so many have so many things added to them. One There's I think it's melatonin maybe that has vitamin B added to it. I don't know why, but that wires me. Why is it in there? I don't know. So just, you've got to read labels. That's one of the main things. So um, that's number two. Take a daily probiotic supplement, quality supplement. Eat high antioxidant foods. So, antioxidants such as vitamins C, E, and A are important for helping the body stay healthy. Some of the best sources are kiwi, kale, spinach, blueberries, strawberries, oranges, beets, turmeric, and cocoa. Now, again, you have to adjust this to what your needs are. I'm sensitive to, unfortunately, cocoa. So if I do indulge every now and then, it's the darkest chocolate there I can get without additives. You can actually find chocolate without sugar. It's sweetened with stevia, or I can't remember what the other one. It's a brand called Hu, HU, and I love it. So read your labels, and also find out if you have any food sensitivities that you weren't aware of. So other foods are carrots and cabbage and dark leafy greens and berries and pomegranates and grapefruit, just all that good stuff. Herbs, spices, teas, um, green tea and organic coffee in moderation. And also, if you're like me and you don't get enough fruits and vegetable servings a day, then you can get a protein powder. And doTERRA has a great one, Terra Greens, and that's what I put in my smoothie. So I know at least I have that once a day typically, and I get that several servings through that. And I love just having everything in one place, coming right to my house. Consume more dietary fiber. You can get the fiber in foods as well, but if you know you're not, then Do your research on a quality fiber, not something full of with sugar. Some of those gummies have more sugar than anything in them. Do your research, and I have a recommendation for one if you want it. But you can get it from your food, but unfortunately, many of us just we don't. And so, but vegetables, fruits, coconut, avocado, beans, ancient grains, um, there's all sorts of things like that. So just be aware that that's something that will help keep you healthy. And then steer clear of these gut unfriendly foods. Refined vegetable oils, that means canola, corn, soybean. They're high in omega 6 fatty acids. Added sugars, we talked about that last week. Read your labels, and sugar is named how many different things. So you almost have to have a dictionary with you. Um, Trans fats and hydrogenated fats. Those are in packaged processed foods, um, fried foods. Just it's just not healthy for you. We know that. Doesn't mean never, but super minimal. um, Pasteurized and sweetened dairy products, again, common allergens for people. Conventional meat, poultry, and eggs. They are high in omega 6s due to feeding the animals a poor diet. So, what the animals are eating, then we are eating. So, it's really important to pay a little extra, I believe, for the grass fed beef, and, just the, organic um, poultry and so forth to ensure that you're not ingesting the um, the stuff that things aren't healthy for you, right? Um, and then manage stress. Now that's going to be a whole separate talk later, but the way they explain is gut health support is important all the time, including during stressful times. And of course, the past 9, 10 months have been that for most of us. Gut health can influence stress management, while stress management can also impact gut health. So everything works together. Um, so we all know we should to get a handle on stress, exercise regularly, and that doesn't mean go to a gym. It can just be walking, doing some dance video, whatever you enjoy, um, and prioritizing sleep, um, relaxing things like meditation and prayer, reading. Um, and then, of course, the essential oils can be amazing for reducing stress. We have emotional aromatherapy oils, the adaptive stress management system, serenity oil and soft gels for sleep, and then the grounding blend called Balance. All those can help with stress. So if you need help with that, just reach out to me. Um, so, in conclusion, how does gut health affect the immune system health? Microbiota are the trillions of bacterial organisms that live inside our bodies. Our gut is a central location of the microbiome where a large majority of bacteria and other microorganisms live. Gut health is tied to overall health, period. No debate anymore. Probiotics, good guy gut bacteria, help support a healthy gut and a healthy immune system. They allow us to absorb nutrients and more. To help support your immune system gut connection, you should focus on these steps. Eat plenty of high antioxidant, gut friendly, and high fiber foods. Consuming probiotic foods and supplements, and avoid certain gut unfriendly foods, and managing stress. So we're going to break those down more later, but that's sort of an overview. So I just want to touch briefly on the doTERRA quality supplements because I know firsthand that they are the highest quality because I sort of did the homework for you. I had a doctor of Oriental medicine, Dr. Iva Peck in Plano, Texas, and she had me on her brand of quality supplements that she used, and they worked to get my blood labs down, in addition to lifestyle changes. And when I compared them to doTERRA's, they were almost exactly the same, and doTERRA's were less expensive and fewer capsules. They somehow figured out how to get all that into fewer pills. So it's a no-brainer for me to switch because of saving money and still getting the same great um, value. So, and I also understand because it's fewer um, bottles and pills, I know what each one does. So let me just run through real quick what they do, and then the two other supplements that I think it's a like the core foundation for your gut health. There are three bottles that are in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. The one is the Alpha CRS, and that is all about cell repair. And every day, our DNA and other cells are under attack from free radicals that damage them. And this part of the trio um, combats this and stimulates overall cellular health. Super important if you have any kind of inflammation. Um, and it's just amazing. The Microplex VMZ is the second bottle, and it contains natural, highly bioavailable vitamins, minerals, and trace elements in the correct proportions. Mega this, mega that isn't always the best. You have to understand what you need, the exact amount of what you need of each thing. And also, you need to know what is added to these things that helps your body absorb them better. And DoTerra has all that figured out for you. And we just can't get the nutrients we need from our food. The soil's been depleted of nutrients. We don't typically eat healthy to begin with. And so we have to supplement, in my humble opinion. And then the third portion is the Exio Omega, and that is your omega 3. We all need to be on an omega 3. They are not all created equally. And this is your fatty acids, and that is for brain and heart health. And so it's just super important to have that component as well. And so they also have the multivitamin chewable and liquid omega 3 for the kids because they need good gut health, obviously, as well. So that is awesome. The other two supplements that I think everyone should have, no matter what, is, of course, the probiotic. And why this is so important, we just talked about. And this one has the dual chamber, so it does get down to that lower intestine. And the other one is the digestive Terrazyme, Digezen enzyme. I'm getting it all mixed up. Digezen Terrazyme, digestive enzyme complex. Okay, so I just call it Terrazyme typically. So it promotes food tolerance and eases gas and bloating with 10 critical digestive enzymes that are required for healthy digestion, but may be missing in the modern diet. So this breaks down your food. And it's super important because if we're not eating, now if we ate all, organic and fruits and vegetables and, just this real clean eating, we might not need that, but we don't typically eat that way all the time. So it's just so necessary to keep everything flowing. And it provides your body with 10 active whole food enzymes and supporting mineral cofactors, all of which are required for healthy digestion. So, and as an aside, some people with type 2 diabetes have seen a correlation between if they eat a meal that's maybe real high in carbohydrates or processed foods or something, and their blood sugar spikes, if they take a Terrazyme, within minutes, their blood sugar goes back down. Now, not everyone, but I have read that. So, but regardless, um, breaking down your food, not having it just sit in your stomach like that is important. So, um, I hope this was helpful to you and not too overwhelming, not too much information. It's all doable. And like I said, to me, doTERRA makes it super simple. You can even, if you get the Lifelong Vitality Pack with 3 bottles every month, you can get the Terrazyme and the probiotic for $20 each, which is an incredible price. So they're making it affordable too. So um, last week we talked about what one sugary thing can you either eliminate from your diet or eat, consume less of. And I'd love to know what that was and if you were successful. So this week, the challenge is um, looking at those refined vegetable oils. What do you have in your cupboard? Do you have um, canola oil? Do you have corn oil, soybean? Um, those are the high omega 6. If you can make a switch to um, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Um, some people love coconut oil, avocado oil. I believe even grapeseed oil is better for you. So do your research, and I just hope that you are getting more of a sense now of how truly important gut health is, so that we can stay strong and we will not be in that high risk group when another kind of virus comes around, or just the regular flu or whatever it is, because I want you to have a quality of life as you age, and we all deserve it, and we can do this. So, till next, oh, and also uh, check out my website, hopeessential.com, and follow me on Facebook and at my business page, Hope Essential LLC. Have lots of events and giveaways and so forth. So, till next time, choose you, choose natural, choose now.